Hi Aries, this is going to be your reading for the month of September, and this will be for Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs. I'll do my best to get all the messages that I can for you for the month. If you would like a personal reading, my information is in the description box. All right, so let's get started here. What do we have for Aries for the month of September? So I'll first start with an astrology card, and I like to see where you're currently at, and then we'll get into the reading so that way you know if it resonates with you. Okay, so immediately as I'm jumping into your energy, Aries, I'm getting a lot of nervousness about something. So it feels like there's some sort of nervous energy going on for the month of September. Now, I don't know if that's good or bad or excitable. We'll have to see. All right, let's see. Give me a card for Aries. Where are they currently at for the month of September? Oh, it's these three want to come out. I just wanted one, but these three. Okay, there's some sort of mystery going on. And then we get the 8th house and Scorpio. So there is some sort of transformation right off the bat, because Scorpio and then the 8th house, these are both the Scorpio house, right? So there's, with that 8th house, there's some sort of ending, but it's a new beginning that like turns you around, like something you didn't expect. Okay, a big change is what I would say here. There's some sort of transformation going on in your life. That's kind of where you're at currently. I don't think you know about this with the black moon, the mystery. It's something like maybe you're internally feeling it, but I'm just getting like this nervous energy. There's something you're internally maybe feeling it. Maybe you're getting some information psychically, even through dreams. It just feels like there's some major change about to happen for you, and maybe I feel like you feel it, or you might know about it. But with that Black Lilith mystery, I don't think that you do. Okay, so we'll just push those up there, and then let's kind of go into the reading for September. So big changes happening for you. And it's like, it's gonna like turn you around, like something, like a major shift, I feel like is happening in your life, Aries. All right, let's see. So what do we have for Aries for the month of September? What do we have for Aries for the month of September? So if this first part up here resonated with you, then like this is your reading, is kind of like how I do it. Okay, let's see. What do we have for Aries for the month of September? Okay, oh, there you are. Fire element. There's some sort of desire you have, something that you really want to go after. Okay, it's kind of like all about you, I would say, this month, Aries. It's an energy that's all about you. Let's kind of go into that. So it's going to be different for everyone. Whatever you're initiating or wanting to bring into your life, that's where your focus is. And I feel like this is more a focus on you this month. It's not a focus on other people and what other people want for you. This is going after your passions in what you want, and you're gonna get it. All right, let's see here. What do we have for Aries for the month of September? I feel like there's a nervous energy in going after this, because I got that nervousness in the beginning. Let's see. What do we have for Aries for the month of September? Okay, so we get cabin. Ooh. And yoga. And let's see. This is a new deck for me, so I'm going to see what these mean. Okay, so like you feels like you're secluding yourself, okay, with the cabin. In order, because like it is all about you, and I feel like with this you're secluding yourself from other people because you don't want them to influence you in some way in regards to this desire, whatever you're trying to bring about into your life. Yoga. So we got contemplation, deep breath, going within, taking a break. Yeah, so these both are indicating to me that you're kind of separated in your own little world here because you want to go after this desire, whatever this is for you, right? Interesting. So let's go into the tarot and let's see. Yeah, it's just really all about you is what I feel. And I feel this change is coming on. Maybe you're initiating this transformation, okay? But you're not sure how it's going to come about with that mystery. All right, let's see here, Aries. So this, I would say, is a very internal focus and really focused on yourself and what is good for you and not listening to other people and letting them tell you what's right for you. All right, let's see. What do we have for Aries for the month of September? Oh, okay. Knight of Cups. Queen of Swords. There's already right off the bat, there's people trying to influence, maybe wanting to influence you. But like I said, you're secluding yourself. So it feels like people are trying to come in and influence what you should do. But you're like, no, I'm closing myself off to that. All right, let's see. Oh, interesting. Let's see. All right, what do we have for Aries? Okay, Six of Pentacles. And the Four of Cups. Okay. So, with these two cards, I'm getting, like I said, there's people trying to influence you. There's people that care about you, Aries, with this Knight of Cups. But you're about to go through this bridge of change, I was hearing. So, a big change. You're about to step forward into a whole new energy within yourself, a whole new venture, something you're creating here, okay, with this fire element. Now with the Queen of Swords, I feel like you're very I don't want to say closed off, but you're observing a lot here with this Queen of Swords. You're observing people and you're trying to find the right balance, right, with the Six of Pentacles, with okay, I know what I want. I'm trying to seclude myself, but you're not trying to make it too obvious, right, is what you're doing. You're kind of like being a little, I don't want to say secretive, but you're observing and seeing, you're observing people, right, the people in your surroundings, but you're not trying to come off too obvious that you're secluding yourself. So in a way, you're being, what's the word? I'm not sure what I'm trying to say here. In a way, you're just being, you're making it look like, oh yeah, I'm still here. I'm just working on other things. I'm tired. I'm whatever. But really, you're working on fulfilling this desire that you have, right? So it's trying to find the balance between not making it obvious, but also secluding yourself, right? And, with that Scorpio energy, you're also really intuitive, I would say, this month. Really intuitive and really picking up on things that others don't see. Like very investigative. So you can really pick up if someone's saying something, you can really pick up on hidden cues, okay? Now we end with the Five of Cups here, and we will clarify. I feel that there's some sort of a dissatisfaction here. because you're wanting this desire to come in. Okay, you're secluding yourself, and maybe that dissatisfaction could feel a little bit lonely, is what I would say here. Let's clarify here. Get into this. Actually, I'm going to pull one from this Kipper deck, and let's see a little bit more on that. Give me one more for Aries for the month of September. Oh, too many. Okay. Oh, there we go. This is something about a decision. Okay, with adjudication. Let's do one more. Oh, on the floor. Give me a minute. This is something about a decision and being mature. And it says mature man here. It could be man or a woman, right? I'll show you the cards here. So, it could be a man or a woman. It doesn't matter the gender on here, but it feels that there's some sort of decision that you need to make. You're weighing that, okay? And as the month goes on, you have an important decision to make. We'll see what that's about. Okay. Let's see what this, let's go in here. Interesting, Aries. You'll have to let me know what you're working on in the comments. All right. This one. Okay, let's see. It has to do with some sort of contract. Some sort of contract, or working with someone, getting like business energy here. This has to do with some sort of contract. It can do with, you know, a relationship, but with everything I'm getting here, I'm getting more business and contracts, signing contracts. It could be also a home, you know, could be also, but it has something to do with contracts, working together with someone, in a business sense. Some sort of partnership here is what I would say. Okay, let's clarify. All right, let's see. Why is this Knight of Cups and Queen of Swords here for Aries? Oh, my cards are... Oh, that one came up reversed. I usually don't read reversals. I was checking to see if my cards were upside down, but we're going to read it that way because it came out that way. Let's see. Okay. So 2 4s. We got the 4 of Pentacles reversed. And then we got the 4 of Wands. It could have to do with a home. Okay, signing a contract for a home for some of you. Moving. You're coming out of some sort of period of lack financially, because I got the 4 of Pentacles reversed. So with this 4 of Wands, it can mean a few different things. It could mean a happy home, moving to a bigger home, better home, something like that, especially with the rings, the contracts coming up, okay, because you're signing a contract, like buying a home, something like that. It could also have to do with another way, is a partnership with someone. But no matter, it seems like there might be other people trying to influence your decision, and you're like, no, I'm not going for that. Let's go one more here. Oh. Yeah, the Devil. So this, yeah, again, beware of, this is a warning here, right, for you, Aries. Beware of any people in your environment around you that are trying to influence whatever decision you make in regards to this desire, okay? Because it's a little bit of a toxic energy, okay, with that Devil there. I kind of feel like there might be 2 people in your surroundings that are trying to come off as loving, so they're like a little bit manipulative. But it's like they want you to do what they think is right for you. So underneath, what you don't see is kind of like it's a toxic type energy. But I think you kind of already know this from what I'm getting, because you're like secluding yourself. Okay, let's see. So that's the only warning though. They're like, and maybe that's what that nervousness is about, is like you kind of already know that and you're trying to figure out how to handle that. All right, let's see. Why is the Six of Pentacles and the Five of Cups here? Ace of Cups. Yeah, beautiful. This is telling me the Ace of Cups, of course, can mean, you know, a new love relationship. But I also always see it as loving yourself, self-love here. So what I'm saying is I feel you're doing what makes you happy, what makes you feel good, what makes you feel emotionally secure and happy, regardless of what everybody else is saying. All right, let's see. One more here for Aries. Chariot. Yeah, there's victory here. So when you focus on yourself, okay, when you pour that cup into yourself, okay, like that's where your victory is coming in. There's going to be some sort of movement forward in regards to whatever desire you have in your life, right? Whatever this is for you, whether that's, you know, a new home, new love, a business that you want to start, is kind of the main things I'm getting here. It's not really super specific on that. It's going to be different for everyone, and you would know by watching this reading, right? But when you pour that cup into yourself, when you give to yourself, that's when things are moving forward. Ignore the chatter from the other people around you is what I would say here. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to pull one on this this Five of Cups to clarify. Yeah, but there's going to be victory happening for you this month, Aries. Let's see. Why is this Five of Cups? The World. Yeah, you're completing some sort of cycle. You're reaching a success. Okay, the World is you've reached that goal. Okay, so you are reaching that goal here. I think that with this reading, that the main thing is we're secluding ourselves from anyone that's not for our highest good, anyone who's not on our team, essentially, right? And, you know, like I said, the warning is be aware of people coming off loving and kind, but underneath it's like they have this toxic energy, and you're observing that. You kind of already know that. So my thing is, trust your intuition. You know, you already know. Okay, you're all knowing here. Okay, so what we're gonna do now is I am going to just go into the outcome for September. But yeah, you are having success this month, Aries, in whatever endeavor you were going after. All right, let's see here. What do we have for Aries? What is the outcome for the month of September? Okay, we got the Queen of Wands. Let me just push these up a little bit. There we go. We got the Queen of Wands. The Page of Swords. Oh. That Ace of Cups is coming out again. Okay. Ace of Cups came out with the Hermit. And the Ten of Swords. Okay, so the Queen of Wands, again, focus on yourself. Okay, focus on what makes you happy. Let me see what this, she's got these flowers here. It's like, I feel like you're going to receive some sort of present Okay, gift from the universe is what I feel. In regards to that desire, you're receiving some sort of gift from the universe is what I'm getting with that. Because you're focusing on yourself. Ace of Cups in the Hermit over here. We got the Ace of Cups twice, right? When I get that in a reading, it's a double confirmation. So with it coming out with the Hermit, again, this is seclusion. This cabin, this yoga, this hermit, it's saying when you're pouring the love into yourself, when you're doing what makes you happy, that's when this success is going to come in. And it feels like more I'm getting that you're going within for your own wisdom, okay? Clearing away any baggage that's no longer needed, right? Clearing away anything that is garbage, you know? So it's like you're taking out the garbage, I would say, with the things that are not, that you don't want in your life. But I get with this is a really, and this is a really clear sign that this seclusion is needed. This focusing on yourself is needed in order to reach the success. I mean, I think you're seeing people for what they are, maybe things you didn't see for years or months or weeks or whatever it is for you. But you're really observing, okay? Okay, so the Ten of Swords, we're going to clarify that. If this is like some sort of difficult cycle ending, I'm getting by October 1st, that this is, you're going to reach this level of a success that you want. And it's going to be the ending to this difficult cycle. And maybe it could be something coming out with these people that makes you like end it with them, even if they're family, right? All right, let's see here. Why is this Ten of Swords here? Right here. Again, that Six of Pentacles. That's the second time it came up. It's over there too. So we get that Six of Pentacles and that Ace of Cups twice. It's trying to find balance in your life. Trying to find balance. Three of Swords. So there could be, in regards to whatever ending this is, like it feels like it's needed, you know, and I feel like this is people in your environment, like I was saying earlier, you know, if you have to cut them off, it might be a little painful, right? And what I get is because you're seeing them for what they are, and it's like you can no longer allow yourself to be around them anymore, communicate with them anymore. It's something that you're seeing in them that you kind of thought like you had an intuition about, right? But then there's something that you're going to see that hurts you in some way, because it's like, I didn't want to be right about that, right? Kind of like that. Let's go one more. I don't see it as a long-standing thing, but it's like with this, you know, you remaining balanced, you remaining grounded with that Six of Pentacles. It's like it needs to happen. And if it's family, that might be why that Three of Swords is coming up. You know, having to cut someone out of your life, you know, that might be family. All right, one more here. Seven of Wands. Yeah, this feels like a little bit of a conflict, but it's like it needs to be done. There's some sort of ending that I'm seeing here, and you know, with that Seven of Wands, it's like there's conflict with this individual or individuals, right? And getting, it could be family, and you're needing to cut them off because it's like there's this attack with this Seven of Wands, and that's maybe why this Three of Swords is coming up. It's painful because it is relatives. Okay. Whew. Aries, what's going on? All right, I'm gonna pull an angel message here for you, and then I'll roll the astro dice. Okay, one more for Aries. Okay. Oh, that came up. Cards are upside down. Okay. So you got the angel number 4 zeros. The angel number 4 zeros reminds you that you're one with God, indicating that the situation has gone through a completion cycle. Yeah, this is like an ending here. Again, it's getting a reconfirmation of this ending that might need to happen with these people in order for you to move into the next phase of your life. And you know, that's probably why this 8th house and Scorpio is coming up. You know, again, that 8th house is endings and new beginnings. In order for this new beginning to happen, there's got to be a resolution, an ending to this. And so that's maybe why I was feeling nervous in the beginning. All right, we're going to roll the astro dice and see what is the last message for my Aries. Okay, so we have Pisces, the 1st house, and the moon. This is about you feeling emotionally fulfilled. Okay? What aligns with your soul here? Okay? You need to just focus on what makes you feel emotionally fulfilled here. And I would say with this, also pay attention to your dreams, Aries. Whew, Aries, that was intense. I hope this reading helped, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day.